Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back with another episode of My Hero Academia. This is Season 5, Episode 5. It is called Operation New Improv Moves. So, last time on My Hero Academia, we were continuing this kind of training, Class A versus Class B, and it was Shinso and Sue, and a few others going against the Vine lady from Class B and the Monster Man, and it was just an overall quality episode, just a fun little episode, showing that Shinso is capable of being a hero and that he has some acceptance from the other classmates, and that his power honestly can be very disruptive given the right circumstances. So this next matchup has like people like Tokoyami, Dark Shadow, his group versus Kendo, I think. So it should be another fun one. I wonder how many like episodes this like little arc thing is gonna last, like, because it's not like super important stuff that's going down, if I'm honest. So I hope it doesn't take 8 episodes of this. That would be a bummer, not gonna lie. But I'm excited for this episode. If you like what you see in terms of my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to My Hero Academia or The Bad Batch or Shadow and Bone or whatever show I'm watching. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. If full-length reactions are something that interests you, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. Consider supporting me there as well. But otherwise, let's jump into this episode.
Explain what you learned or would do differently.
Well, if I'm not brawling with my enemies, then my quirk ends up kind of useless.
True.
I need to be able to give more detailed instructions to the bugs I call.
And I pretty much killed it, thinking I probably made some new fans.
No, come on.
We lost Koda and Kirishima quick. It was a blow to our team's morale. I wish we could have won without losing anybody, but we were sloppy out there.
The binding cloth.
Sure you were.
I couldn't even use 1/10 of what I'd learned from you. It's so frustrating. There's a reason that they call it training. The scarf is hard to use.
You gotta get
It took
better.
me 6 years to master.
Wow.
Go on, but don't forget
6 years.
right.
That's a lot.
If you experience fighting like that, it changes the way you think and how you approach a battle.
Even a training battle like
Yeah.
this, I guess.
You take your mistakes a little more seriously because you're familiar with how
Listen up.
small mistakes like that can have detrimental effects.
Focus on forcing your Kaminari, you weren't serious at the start. Are you only strong if your team's in trouble?
No.
Asui, focus on how to recover from a mistake
She's so
instead
small.
of the mistake itself.
Yes, sir.
Use what you learned today to improve your
He's still upset that he got trapped in that little thing.
Even though he won, he's still painfully aware of his inexperience. Yet instead of getting dismayed, he's...
He probably will dominate the next match. He's gonna smoke the other team.
Do you know why you lost? Or shall I explain?
'Cause you suck!
Hellfire spares no one.
What a shame.
She's so weird.
Shinso, buddy, let's come up with a plan to make Class A cry like toddlers. Something that'll really ruin their lives.
Ruin their lives.
What about us?
Bakugo, let's get on the same page.
Bakugo's not gonna plan anything.
Jizz, stay out of my way.
Of course.
He's like, I'm gonna win all alone.
Their team's dead. I'll blow them straight to hell. I don't need you.
Oh, what a goober.
Humans are inferior beings whose parts can be replaced.
Feel that.
Humans are inferior beings. It's like a HK11 or whatever from KOTOR. Meatbags.
A few even fought against the Shie Hasai
Yeah,
guy.
that was so dope. Okay, one thing I don't like about Japanese animation shows is when hype things are happening, they lower the brightness on the show. I wonder if they have to do that for like epilepsy reasons or something. Is that do you know if someo's watching this, do you know, is that a requirement in like Japan? Are they like looking out for people, or do they just do it for fun? It's interesting that Dark Shadow counts as like a complete person. Like,
Hey, yeah, you're Rosie.
oh, never mind. She's invisible. She's there. I was like, what?
I suppose he must have decided that a pageant wasn't necessary for my hero progress.
I think some people have started to put us in the same category. Our fans have pushed us into a box.
Yeah, but Kendo's probably way cooler, right?
Idolatry. A troubling ritual.
Look, if I'm being
Idolatry.
honest, your grades and quirk are both better.
Idolatry is troubling.
It's easy to
Should
see.
not have idols.
I want to be my own hero.
Hey, Tokoyami. If you think about it, we're basically the same type too.
If you say so.
Why?
Shihai Kurohiro. Your quirk lets you merge with darkness and move freely
Ooh.
within it.
Interesting.
You and I share a
You're
destiny.
creepy.
Oh. You have also stared into the abyss?
Long live eternal
He
darkness,
is the
friend.
abyss.
Those two aren't twinkling at all.
Yo, Tokoyami might be my favorite member of Class A, other than like Deku and Bakugo. I think he's my favorite.
Report back when you find the enemy.
Leave it to me.
Yajiroze is gonna go way too far in this training thing and actually kill someone. She will unalive Kendo.
Just standing around. I'll take care of whoever I can catch first.
Leave it to you, Kurohiro.
Dark Shadow is like his own. He's got a personality.
Into the abyss.
Oh, is he gonna go into Dark Shadow? That would be insane.
Stand back.
Tokoyami!
Yeah, this man's can like control Dark Shadow.
What's wrong with Dark Shadow?
It's not good.
Please don't.
You gotta twinkle! Twinkle hard!
Warp refraction! Say cheese!
Flashbang!
Quick. Back to me.
Kurohiro was inside Dark Shadow!
That's pretty good.
I see. Fated rivals. Very well.
Oh,
I'll use
taking
your
off the
challenge to
cape.
reveal something. A move I discovered working with Hawks.
A new move.
That's right.
Oh.
Dark Fallen Angel.
Dark Fallen Angel? What? Is this when Tokoyami's out of commission? He just does it all himself, eh?
Apparently, I was the first student Hawks ever made an offer to after the sports festival. During the internship, I chased after him constantly.
Yeah, your cardio's probably top notch.
I'm interested in those thugs from the League of Villains who attacked you. To make things easier on me, I
He's
figured I
infiltrating
might as
him.
well find a solid recruit who could keep up with me.
Yeah, fellow bird-like man.
As I told him about the details of our encounter, my frustration started to simmer.
Why? Because he didn't pick you for, like,
I'm not a messenger
your
pigeon.
own skill? Yeah. He just wanted info.
Internship ended without me learning a thing.
Hawks!
What if you just dropped him? Time to die.
Look around. It's amazing. Nothing beats a bird's eye view.
You could be a bird too.
I'm wasting my potential.
You just don't have wings. Jump off
Those
this
of us
tower.
who can fly should fly.
There's no need to be stuck on the ground with everyone
I'm
else.
gonna leave him up here.
Sounds dramatic. Show me what you've
It does sound dramatic.
Class A is completely in the dark.
Good pun. Solid pun.
You probably think the one I'm after is my supposed rival, Fumikage Tokoyami.
Is it not?
But that's not true. I'm the scheming hero, Vanta Dark. And misdirection is the key to my designs!
Sparkle Boy!
Oyama!
You got a twinkle!
How despicable he is. Wretched soul. Repent at once.
Repent at once!
Did you think
Tox,
I was slow?
Tox is how I'm good. He's fast, boy.
Dark
Fast as
Shadow.
frick.
Dark Fallen Angel!
Wait, he can fly?
Yeah, boy!
Dark Shadow is always floating, so he can hold on to Tokoyami and carry him through the air. And by covering himself with a cape, Tokoyami can block the light that weakens his quirk
pretty
in
cool.
order to achieve a continuously high output. Plus, with that hold, Tokoyami's hands remain free to do whatever he needs. It's such a brilliant move, you guys. So obvious that
Sucks to suck, loser.
I shall give light to these shadows. Naval buffet!
Naval buffet. Such a weird thing. I mean, technically, like, you're doing that, but you're still creating a ton of shadows, right? You know that?
Bold move, and
Can
certainly
he
unexpected.
go into the
No matter,
shadow that he
because
creates?
I expect the unexpected.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You're trapped. What the frick?
Mushrooms? What the heck?
So it's true. Kendo is better than you.
Kendo can create mushrooms?
Just like our brilliant. So we start Plan B. Cute little mushrooms for everybody.
Alright, weirdo. Ah, this is the end of the episode. Come on. Come on. Another episode where not a whole lot happened. Okay, yeah, overall another fun episode. I enjoyed I think I enjoy seeing the dynamics between like how the teams work together, and I enjoy seeing more of Class B use their gifts and like kind of take Class A by surprise. Like, I know Class A doesn't necessarily believe like, hey, we're the top dogs, but they do kind of go in, like, they trust in each other, right? And they go in expecting their plans to succeed because they've worked together and they've overcome enough stuff already. But then, you know, Class B, they've been training, they've been doing the work, and they know how Class A works because a lot of their battles and stuff have been like publicly televised. So like, they've had plenty of opportunities to see how Class A does stuff, and they can throw a wrench in the works, which is really cool. I liked that Tokoyami had a little like almost mini rival where he's like, you've also stared into the abyss. Like darkness buddy. You know, if they're not competing, they could probably be some bros. I really enjoy seeing just how he can use Dark Shadow and just the different things he can do with them. For some reason, I thought he could already fly. It's interesting that's how they go about it. Like he holds him. I think it would look cooler if he had wings. Like if Dark Shadow made his hands out into wings, that would almost look doper. Especially if he's already flying, like at least look like a plane. But I like that Hawks, even though he kind of took him in just for info, he also was just kind of annoyed that he wasn't doing as good as he could. So he's like, all right, it's time you learn how to fly. So I guess, I mean, even if his hands were out like that, he wouldn't need, like, he could still do stuff with them, right? Like, because the flying part is based on the fact that he floats, not the fact that, like, he's creating wings. It would just look cooler. So, like, he could still use his hands to do stuff if it looked like a bird. But, like, it's cool that he's holding them and, like, can still do stuff and he can move. And he's not just, like, a stationary fighter. He's one of my favorite members of Class A, other than Deku and Bakugo. I think he's solidly third place, honestly, because I really like his design, just the bird head. He looks dope. He's just a cool character. I think him and Todoroki are probably tied for third place. Actually, I think Bakugo, Todoroki, and Tokoyami are all kind of tied for second. And Deku's number one because obviously he's the main character. But yeah, it's nice to see Class A on their heels a little bit. I mean, they often have to deal with adversity, but I kind of hope they lose this battle. Like, it'll be cool to see them further develop and kind of show their strengths off. But I feel like Class B has to win at some point, right? You know, they've already done some of this in the past where they're like subvert expectations on who's going to succeed when they made Bakugo and Todoroki not get their licenses. So at some point, Class B is going to win one of these fights, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Kendo, she knows what she's doing. You know, she's got them in a bind. Next episode looks like it's going to be focused mainly on Yayorozu versus Kendo, and kind of like them differentiating each other. And like Yayorozu kind of threw a little shade at the beginning when she's like, I don't really care about being in a pageant. It's not important to my training. And Kendo's going to be like, hey, yo, you can be in a pageant and still beat you. Like, I'm dope. Kendo's going to show her what's up. She's going to be like, yo, you can be pretty and powerful. Like, you can still be part of a pageant and kick your butt. Like, so I think next episode is called Foresight, and I think it's gonna be focused on Kendo versus Yayorozu. But yeah, I think that's all I got. So if you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to My Hero Academia. And if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But that's all I got. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.